I know you guys are excited about Next Generation just as much as I am, and I want to do my biggest giveaway ever. I'm giving away an Xbox Series S to one lucky subscriber. If you want to win this Xbox Series S, all you have to do is follow me on this YouTube channel, follow me on my Twitter, and follow me on Instagram. I will pick a random person on November 10th when the console releases, and I will pick one and I will send one to you. So do those things if you want a freaking Xbox Series S. So we are officially 2 weeks away from NBA 2K21 Next Generation, and NBA 2K, they actually released some gameplay of the game itself, and they actually got a lot of information that I'm excited to discuss to you guys right now. But que pasa to the pack? It is Pack here,
aka your mama's best friend. And
in this video I'm going to break down the 15 things I noticed in this gameplay footage and the most exciting stuff and things I'm going to break down. But before this video starts though, be an OG, join the pack, and subscribe. So the first thing that I have noticed, and I wanted to explain to you guys right now, is that this is not in 4K. Okay, I feel like at this point this is like my theme song of this channel. Everything they have been showing us for the most part has been in 1080p. Very few things have been in 4K like it's supposed to be. This gameplay they have shown us today is in 1080p 60 frames per second. But in 4K, it's 2 times better looking, even more than that. And so that's what we're supposed to be seeing, but they're not releasing this in 4K, so we can't really tell how good this looks. But just keep that in mind when you're watching this, that it could be looking better, but for some reason they're giving us footage in a lower quality. Just want to make that 1000% clear when everyone's like, this looks meh. It's because it does look meh. It's supposed to look better. Okay, the second thing that I noticed is, like, now that when you get to pick a team, so before if you picked a team, they had like the picture of their best player or their best couple players. Now when you pick a team, they have a 3D model of the player, which is like the actual player model of their best player in the jersey, showed right there, and I think that's so cool. It's adding like an extra little animation and realism to this game. It's fun. You get to see like who's the best player in their jersey, and there's not really any problems. Like how before, let's say the best player on the team changed, and that player wasn't the original best player. They didn't know what to do because they already had that picture for the best player and it was wrong. Now you can, like, if let's say Klay Thompson passes Curry this season for the Warriors, now you're gonna see Klay and there's not gonna be any problems with that. And I think that's special. And number 3, one of the more important things is the loading times. It is so much faster this year. It is 2.5 seconds. Let me repeat that. The moment you press a team and going into the game takes 2.5 seconds. That's it. That is ridiculous how before it took what, like 20 seconds, maybe even more than that. So that's just showing you the ridiculous speed of how it takes to get to things. Hopefully that means going into park is also extremely fast, and hopefully that means my league simulations are also extremely fast. But I don't see why that wouldn't be the case if this is being extremely fast. So that's a great sign. It's showing us that this hype about the fast loading screens is true, and that's beautiful. At number 4 on this list is RIP David Aldridge. Bro, every single game I would skip David Aldridge. Now I gotta skip this Ali LaForce. Bro, I don't care. Maybe she's some respected journalist. I don't care. What happened to David, my boy?
Look how they massacred my boy.
I'm kind of sad, but you know, change is good, I guess. But I'm a little depressed by it, I ain't gonna lie. At number 5 is Brandon Ingram. Look at this dude and how realistic he looks. Another upgraded player, and they also made him very skinny, which is realistic to Brandon Ingram. So they also noticed little body type changes, which is good to see. It's a little annoying the hair doesn't move at all, but whatever, that's fine. But he is clearly updated and looking a lot more realistic than he's ever looked in 2K. At number 6 is, this is the only negative thing I'm going to say in this video, I promise, is the movement of Drew Holiday and Brandon Ingram is the exact same. It's like a lack of detail. Maybe they should have different moving styles. I mean, they're both doing the exact same animation at the exact same time. It looks weird in my opinion, but still, whatever. That's the only negative I have in this entire video, so get over it. Okay, so there's a brand new camera angle called the rail cam, which is basically like hovering on the baseline. I absolutely despise this camera angle. I'm never going to use it. I'm just letting you know now. Like it'd be so hard to use this camera angle seriously because it's kind of hard to tell who's open in what situations because of the angle of it. I'm kind of upset they didn't show us this video in 2K camera, but I mean, it's fine. It's just a little frustrating, I won't lie to you. Up next, at number 8, we have the brand new scoreboard. Ooh, looking fresh and everything. I know a lot of people wanted it to be like maybe ESPN or TNT or ABC or like one of these companies that show the NBA, they wanted that to be like different and like kind of like themed to a specific television company. I get that, but 2K is not sponsored to anybody, so because of that, they just have the regular scoreboard, which is fine with me because it looks good, and I have no problems with this at all. It's a nice looking scoreboard. This one's my favorite. I love how Curry's animations are transitioning from one another. When he does a crossover, when he does a behind the back to the next animation, and then does a quick stop behind the back, goes through somebody, lays it up. I love how everything seems to look smooth. It's not like jumpy or glitchy or like forcing animations. It looks like he did it in one smooth motion, like real life, and that is what I've been wanting. And I'll discuss that more in a second with another clip, but I love how that looked. One little thing is that Drew Holiday here does a step back on Klay Thompson, 54% covered and greened it. That might mean that you're able to green shots that are very contested, and that's not going to be a problem for some players, which is terrifying to see. At the same time, this could just be in rookie difficulty and I'm just being dramatic, but if this is going to be a consistent thing, I'm scared. Also right here, after Klay Thompson shoots, you see the new shot meter. First you see the new shot meter, the new green animation, which is beautiful to see. It's a little different from last year, it's just a little bigger, if I've noticed. Besides that, it's like kind of the same. And like it's blue instead of orange or like yellow in the shot making window. But the other thing is that even though it says slightly late and wide open, right after it says aiming is centered and shot arc is flat. So that means that when you use the shot stick, it's not only the aiming that's important, but the shot arc is important too. So I have the perfect shot arc to make sure it's good shots. They already announced this, but this is the first time we've really seen this in gameplay, and it's really interesting to see. You can technically green in 3 different ways. You can do perfect timing, center green, and also a shot arc green, which means you could have like the eternal trinity green light, which will like never happen because it'd be so hard to pull that off. Now contact alley-oops at number 12. You can see Zion Williamson actually murdering Steph Curry. Oh my god, that was very nice. That's a clean animation, bro. I'm just so excited. We're gonna have so many crazy clips this year of people just bodying other people, and lobs are already kind of broken in situations. Now that we can poster people on lobs, oh my god, it's like all these slashers and paint beasts are just going to be a problem, and I can't wait, right? We also have a brand new commentary team. I'm gonna let you just listen to them first because we do have new people talking and I want you to listen to them.
Done just having different dynamic crews kind of come into your games and commentate them, so each experience is unique.
Yeah, and just to go back to that last possession too, just that was something you talked about in the blogs, was the ability to do contact alley-oops this year.
I'm okay with it. Change is good for me. I don't like hearing the same people all the time saying the same things. I like that they mixed it up, and I actually think that there's times where they reacted accordingly. When Curry hit that 3, they were like hype as shit, and that's what I like to hear. At number 14, it is Draymond Green, a brand new updated player. You can see that he looks a lot more like Draymond Green himself. Draymond Green's always looked pretty rough in 2K in the current generation, so the fact that they updated him is nice to see, and it is looking a lot better for him. And finally, at number 15 is something that I noticed, is that step back shots are pretty important this year, at least so far in this gameplay. They did a lot of step back shots and they're greening them no problem. Steph Curry doing his behind the back step back, and then you have Klay Thompson covering Drew Holiday, and then Drew Holiday hit a step back in his face. If step backs are going to work this year really well, that means these Ticino play shot builds are going to be even more broken, and that's terrifying. These are the things that I noticed that they've updated in this gameplay. Overall, I am super excited because it's a new game, it's a new generation, it's going to be awesome. What do you guys think? What was your most interesting thing that you saw? Leave it in the comments below. And if you like this channel, give it a sub, and I'll see you guys next time.